Hello, everyone. I hope that you're doing well. Today, we are going to answer the most important question about channeling. Why channel? Channeling is not the easiest job to have. You have skeptics, you have people who do not believe, and you're maybe being pulled to become a channeler. And it's very difficult to show and to prove what you are doing because something like this is really based upon faith about connecting into the spiritual world. You can a lot of times get validated in your own heart, but for other people to see it, it can be a very difficult job. And sometimes you'll lose friends over it. If you start channeling and they, especially trans channel, and they start seeing you into a different person, you may have difficulties with the friends that you have had for years and years, or maybe a spouse that really does not get it. So it can be very difficult. So why take the chance? Why go into channeling? So, before we discuss why I went into channeling, I wanted to really share with you about why other trans channelers decided to get into it. Now, it doesn't talk about their personal request, their quest, but what their person, their entity that they're channeling through, what they are doing to make a difference in the world. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So let's start with Esther Hicks. Now she channels Abraham, and their teachings focus on law of attraction. So making things happen in your life, manifestation. So Abraham's messages also aim at helping others achieve personal growth and happiness, which is so important right now. So Daryl Anka is one who channels Bashar, and Bashar's teachings focus on self-empowerment, the power of imagination, and the creation of one's own reality through positive thinking and understanding of multi-dimensional realities. And the reason why Bashar comes through is he is actually from a different star realm. Okay, completely different. And I just find this one so fascinating since he is a different entity than what I'm used to hearing. So Lee Carroll brings channels Cryon. Cryon provides insights on spiritual growth and how humans have evolved, and also the transformation of consciousness. Jay-Z Knight channels Ramtha. Ramtha's teaching covers self-mastery, the nature of reality, and the power of humankind. So if you are beginning to see a pattern here with all of the different trans channelers, you can see that most everybody has made a big difference in each person's life of empowerment, of showing people how to become, better, or where they need to be on their spiritual journey. So it to me, a lot of trance channelers or channelers in general are just trying to help humankind. And even though you're trying to help humankind, you really have to look deep down in yourself and say, okay, I do want to help others, but how am I helping myself? And that is not a selfish thing to think of. Okay. How am I helping myself get through? So let's go ahead and look at other ways why people decide to channel. Now, when we look at these, we look at spiritual growth and enlightenment. Okay, something I've already discussed. Communication with spirit guides. So a lot of people always say, I don't know how to communicate with my spirit guides. It is a form of channeling because you are connecting in with the spiritual world. And so that's the very first thing that people want to do whenever they're learning how to work with spirit is I want to connect in with my spirit guides, which is important because you do need to have a good communication back and forth. Healing and therapeutic benefits. So yes, so there are so much healing. Now that's one reason why I got into mediumship is because I felt like I was really helping people help grieve. And that is so healing when you see them grieve. And I don't mean to say this in any wrong form or a difficult way to say this, but if somebody started crying during my mediumship, I knew I was helping healing. because you have touched an area that really needs to come out and be healed. And there's so much healing that can be done through that. Get knowledge and wisdom. So whenever you channel in, and you can do automatic writing through this or spiritual art, and get knowledge and wisdom from different entities that you would not have dreamed of. All right, assisting others. Curiosity and exploration. Now, this is another thing that people begin to, when they first, I think, get into channeling, they're going, okay, I'm real curious to what my talents are. What am I able to do with it? How far can I go? And it's almost like a self exploration of, okay, I know about channeling, but what can I do? How can I get there? So being curious is actually a great thing. Validation and beliefs. Oh my goodness. I'm human as well. I have to get validated a lot. So, some days I'll be going, okay, I don't know. Do I want to do this channeling? Am I really doing this channeling? Is this really, is it for real? Even though I see the effects of it through my clients, sometimes I still question it. And that's just things that have happened as I grew up, my belief system. And so it's really nice to tap in and say, please give me validation, give me a sign. And so it's really nice to get validation. And of course, your beliefs will change the more that you channel and the more you work with spiritual world. And that's where which is great because again, that curiosity peeks in and you start asking all sorts of questions and increase your intuition. Oh my goodness. Once you start working with that energy, and you know how to use the energy for your benefit, and controlling the energy is what is important, then that's when you're able to work with it and your intuition just skyrockets. So, and it's so fun to watch others do that. Whenever you first get into the spiritual business, you have all this energy just like waterfall. It is just coming. And you're going, I don't know how to control this. I don't know how to control it. It's just, and I'm feeling everybody's feelings and I just don't know how to control that. Then you start through meditation and everything else, you start learning how to control the energy and clearing your mind so that you can tap into the spiritual world better. And it's so interesting because in the very beginning, I could feel people. I could feel, and sometimes I would hear them and it would scare me. And I'm going, I don't know how to control this. Now I don't, whenever I'm just sitting watching TV, I don't hear them because they know that is not the time to connect with me, that I know how to connect in, and that will be the time that I work with the spiritual world. But in the very beginning, it was kind of scary because I thought, I don't want to see something scary. So, and again, that's just my belief system. Nothing scary is going to come. And I was in control and I said, you know what? I am not ready for this quite yet. And they actually stopped for a couple of years until I was ready. So you are still in control. Creative inspiration. So if you're trying to write a song, if you're trying to paint a picture, some type of artwork or some type of creativity, channeling is wonderful. That's how you can channel your higher self and get ideas, but you have to clear the mind to do it. So that is one reason why channeling is so important and why a lot of people do it. So I do want to talk about my divine channeling and why I decided to go from mediumship into trance channeling. And I call it divine channeling because I really feel like it is connected into the spiritual world. It's connecting it with the divine because when you look at it, we're all one, okay? And there's no separation. And so that's why I call it divine channeling. It is trance channeling, but I call it divine channeling. I just like the name so much better. And so whenever I was doing that meditation and Sarah came in with Jesus and asked me if I would be the vessel for her teachings, and it would be with Christ consciousness, and it would be with Jesus teaching because she walked among Jesus, and I would hear about the story and about her life story and everything. And my curiosity, I'm going, oh my gosh, I know that's going to help others find their truth. They're going to have more spiritual knowledge. And above all, they're going to have love and the Christ consciousness. But I'm helping other people that way. So I really had to dive deep into why am I channeling? Not to help other people, but why am I channeling? And I can answer that now. Sometimes you're not for sure, but it will come, and you just keep going until it does come. And the reason why I'm channeling is it is a part of my spiritual journey. It is a part of me. I have learned through a lot of readings that, I've always been an oracle or a spiritual leader. I've been crucified, I've been killed, I've been beaten because of what I've done. And now, when I do that, I feel that my soul is speaking. That is a part of me. I am a channeler, I am an oracle. So that is a part of me. And I know that I'm going to help other people with enlightenment and find themselves. And Sarah's teachings is just going to really help people heal. And it's just also fascinating as my curiosity as well. But the more I do it, the more I learn about myself. And I think that is what is important. It is not selfish to look inside yourself and find out, why am I doing this to help others? I am helping others. Yes, that's the effect of it. But I know it's going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot of skeptics, but Spirit has me. I'm doing this based on faith. I'm doing it based on because I know it's going to make a difference to help people, find their spiritual way. And I'm also, man, when that energy comes in and you are channeling, there is so much love involved in that energy, and you just feel so good. And it's almost like a bliss. So you know that the angels are around you whenever you're doing the channeling. And again, it really takes the intention. And that is definitely my intention. And so, again, ask yourself, if you do want to channel, why you are channeling. It's great for mankind. It's great to raise the energy, but why are you choosing to enter that into your life? It can be rewarding, and like anything else, it can be frustrating. And some days you're going to be going, do I really want to do this? And then other days you're going, ooh, I really love this. So just remember, you are human and you still need to live a human life, because some people get really attached to that energy. They love the bliss of it and they forget they have to live as a human as well. So, yes, you still have to live a human life and learn all the lessons that you have. So I'm still Michelle, and I still have to learn the lessons of why I am here. I have children, I have grandchildren that are here, and I need to be there for them as well. So it's all in the balance. Balance is the big word. Balance, balance, balance. And then taking care of your vessel so that you can be the best channeler that you can be. All right, everybody. I hope that you find what you are looking for, and just follow that intuition, listen to yourself on what you actually need so you can find that enlightenment. All right, many blessings, and I will see you next time.